What's up, my home seller clients? It's Rex, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the importance of getting those buyers, your buyers, back into the house immediately after the offer is accepted. If that's something you're interested in finding out why I'm saying it's important, stick around. So purchasing a home is a super emotional experience for a home buyer, right? So they're looking at a lot of homes, they're trying to find the right one, and they're kind of stressed out. When the right one comes along, it's even more stressful because now they're worried about other buyers, and now they're trying to take it off the market. And then in our process, they're always going to be competing against a couple other buyers typically. And so it's a stressful experience, and they're worried about it, and they're their money, it's expensive, so they have to figure out where the extra money is going to come from, and they're providing us with financial documentation. We're going back and forth, counter offers. They're taking the property in as-is condition. They're looking at reports and inspections. And then finally, the pressure's off because you've accepted their offer, and now you're gonna go to escrow, open escrow. And so the buyer is really the only experience they've had in your house has been stressful. They've walked in, fallen in love with it. Oh my God, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And then they run off to make an offer and make the most expensive purchase of their life with just like 10 to 15 minutes of the experience. And then the rest of the time they've been looking through with, maybe some inspections or reports. I've been sitting down there talking to them in the process of getting ready to accept the offer and all this kind of stuff during the counter offers. So now the pressure's off and the buyer is opening escrow with you. It's important anytime I can get that buyer back in the property as soon as possible after we open escrow or right before we're opening escrow. Even better if it's right before we open escrow and the offer is accepted, because this way if they change their mind, we don't lose any marketing time. I want to get them back in there and give them a chance to fall in love with that house all over again without any of the pressure. Now they're going to walk in, it's a different experience, right? So it's their house. This is going to be their home that their family's going to be raised in. So they get a chance to walk in, bring their tape measures, bring mom and dad, bring an aunt or uncle or some contractor, whatever. And so in that situation, I want you, the home seller, to be not there, right? It'd be better if you were not there. Or if you're there when they show up, you say, hi, I'm just leaving, so come on in, and give them an hour or whatever it is they need in the house to have some time to really experience the house and get to fall in love with that home again and start thinking about all their stuff in your house. They need that moment to connect with the house and measure out where their furniture is going to go, and I want them locked in. Now, at the end of that experience, one of two things is going to happen. Either they're going to be back and falling in love with that house, fully committed to the transaction, and now it's just a smooth process all the way through. Or they're going to realize they don't want to buy the house. They had made a buyer's remorse. They made a mistake or whatever. And I'm going to find out right away, like usually that day or the day after, that they've changed their mind. Now this is pretty rare. I would say 90% of the time at this moment, they're committed and they're going all the way through. But I would rather them back out early than start going through the process and looking at all these reports and doing inspections and then never being fully committed to it. So I want that buyer in or out and committed as quickly as possible, because if they're not, I probably have other offers on the property and I want to move right on to the next offer, my next best offer. I'll contact them and say, hey, the buyer might be backing out. There's some issues with something about them. Do you still have an interest in the property? Can you pay more for it? And maybe we can get it for you. And if it's a little bit later, now we just remarket the property and get them back in, but we don't lose hardly any time. So it's super important to get those buyers, your buyer for your home, back in that house and let them fall in love with it all over again. That's it for this episode of me talking about buyers and falling in love with houses. If you have any questions, contact us. If you're ready to sell your home, give me a call. We'll take care of that for you. That's it for this one. We'll see you at your house.